What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. My name is JJ, and today I'm talking about a game that I still have no idea how I feel about it after finishing it. So, Death Stranding. So I've talked to a few people about this, and how I've been so on the fence on my feelings for it and stuff. God, I don't even know where to start. Even explaining it is like all over the place. So initially, I wasn't going to get this game. I didn't really have much interest. Not that I dislike Kojima's games or anything like that. I just am not like a diehard, everything he puts out I have to get kind of thing. I know that other people were ecstatic for it and super excited, and that's awesome, that's great. It's just, normally this kind of thing wouldn't be for me. And to top it all off, like hearing Kojima himself say, like, it gets really good after, the first 4 or 5 chapters or whatever it was that he said. I was just kind of like, why would you design something like why would you design it to be like that? Why wouldn't you make it really good to start? Like, I don't know, because, I was burned by Final Fantasy 13 in that regard, because it, gets good down the line as well. It's kind of like, I don't understand why you wouldn't just make it that way all the way through. Either way. So, because I had seen so many polarizing reactions to it, in addition to, I never really saw anybody saying, this game is trash, I hate it, it's the worst thing I've ever played. And I've also never seen, I've seen a couple people say it's the best game they've ever played, and it's genius and amazing and all this stuff. So I was kind of like, it obviously isn't bad. And it does look cool. I think, I like Walking Dead. Norman Reedus is a cool guy. And not to mention Troy Baker. I'm a really big fan. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll ask for it for Christmas. If I get it, great. If I don't, then maybe I'll get it when it's discounted later on, sometime down the line. And I ended up getting it for Christmas. So I was like, all right, I have it. I have no reason not to play it now. I'll give it a shot. The best way for me to explain kind of a simplified version of how it went down for me, seeing those trailers with the babies and like the beaches and the 5 or whatever figures with like umbilical cord looking things off in the distance and all the like tar looking stuff and just the weirdness of it had me intrigued. And I was like, the story sounds really interesting. However, the prospect of being just a delivery guy and that's all you did was kind of like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm going to get bored to tears even trying to do that the whole time. So that's what was kind of keeping me on the fence. So when I played it, it was like the story was up here, and that's what I really wanted, was really into in the beginning, and I was like, I want to learn more about this world. I want to figure out what's going on, and kind of, I'm excited to dive deeper into the lore and these characters and all that. And the gameplay down here, I was like, man, this is a lot of running around, and I don't know that I'm into this, and I really hope the story's worth it, because otherwise I'm gonna quit early on before it apparently, gets good or whatever. So it was like this. Somewhere around chapter 4 or 5, it went like this for me. Now, that's not to say the story's bad or anything, but I was less interested in the story, but I was so addicted to the gameplay. Like, it was weird. I got to a point where you can build roads. And, like, people who have played it will tell you probably the best way to get around is by the zip lines, and that I would agree with that absolutely. But there's something about building a new road and seeing it like, you know, show up on the map and like this huge massive stretch of land that was previously like a river that you had to get through, or a mountainous area that was just annoying to climb through, or some pass that was really hard to drive through, but you had so much cargo to carry and stuff, and really annoying. And then you just make it easier on yourself by making this new stretch of land, or a road. On top of that, then seeing, you know, someone has used a road that you built. Here are some likes and stuff like that. Seeing that online, knowing somebody else has used a road that you built. It all kind of just like keeps pushing you and making you want to do it again and again and again. And so I was like, I gotta build another road. I gotta help these people out. People need to drive their cargo all over the place, and they're not gonna be able to do it if I don't help build their roads. And I was so excited to just build these roads and just like fill out this map. And I genuinely like, I remember having a few times where I was like, am I really having fun? Like, I mean, I'm not having a bad time, but I gotta get this done. I have to finish this. I have to get it done because I've started and I can't stop now, you know, and so I just jump right back into it. I got so addicted to the gameplay and filling out the map, building these roads, and being able to traverse from point A to point B easier because of it. And I'm just so confused as to whether I love this game or, you know, it's okay. Like, I don't even know if I can recommend it because I don't think everybody would have the same experience. It's so out there and all over the place. And to touch on the story a little bit, like, it honestly just gets weirder and weirder. If you've beaten it, I kind of had a feeling where it was going. For a while, I kind of had suspicions, and it confirmed to be right at the very end. If you watch all the scenes with, Mads Mikkelsen's character, whatever his name is, and you see how that, you find out a little bit more about who he is and stuff. I kind of was like, that was my suspicion all along. And then, you know, that was cool and everything. The ending was way too long, I will say. Like, while the credits are rolling, you're just running around on a beach. And you can move and stuff, but you're literally having to just run around on the beach while the credits are rolling. And it goes on for so long, and I did not like that at all. I wanted to get back to building roads. But no, actually at that point I had already filled out the map and finished all the roads and stuff like that, which felt really cool at the end, but then I was like, oh, zip lines are better to move around anyway, so I don't know why I just spent all this time. But it's so addicting. You see those likes and you see the other people are using your stuff, and I cannot put it into words even. It's so weird. So yeah, that's another reason I didn't want to do a full review on this, was because I was like, I honestly, it's hard for me to say whether I recommend it or not. I figured just coming in and just kind of speaking from the hip, talking a little bit about the game itself and my experience with it would be a little bit better, but I'm sure you, the viewer, are no closer to wanting to play it or being strayed from playing it, or strayed, one of those two, from playing it than you were in the first place. Because I don't know what to tell you. If you don't already have this game and you're curious, wait till it goes down in price. Maybe try it out. I will say I 100% agree that the beginning can seem like kind of a slog, and you're like, oh my god, it takes forever to do anything. But as you unlock things and make it easier on yourself to get to traverse and do these things, it for me at least, it became a lot more addicting. So start it for the story, you know, play it for the gameplay eventually. I guess the best way to say it. It's so all over the place, man. I don't. The music's good too. I will say that as well. The music very, very well fits with just the sense of being alone in this wide open world, because the environments are absolutely gorgeous and mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing how mind-bending it is, if that makes sense. There's a lot of really, really cool moments, and it's, you know, I like I said, I have yet to see anybody say this is a bad game or that it's worthless and don't ever try it. I guess that would be my recommendation, is to try it if you can get it for the right price. Because I think everybody's going to have their own unique experience with this. It's so weird and so out there, but at the same time, it's beautiful and it's addicting, and it has a lot to offer, while at the same time being extremely frustrating in that I have no idea what to think. So, guys, let me know your thoughts. Any of you that have played it, or if you haven't played it and you're curious, you have any questions or anything like that, I'd be happy to answer them as best I can. I am by no means an expert on this in the slightest, but I can at least give you some perspective on my experience. Just don't ask me for a definitive recommendation, because I am going to be all over the place, as you can tell with this video. So, but I'm curious as to what other people thought. So let me know what you thought of this game, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm so confused about this game that I'm losing track of what I say at the end of my videos. So, yeah, anyways, as I did with this once I got to chapter 4-ish, keep on gaming.